Hi, I'm Jim from Mercedes-Benz. I'm going to share some driving tips to help you get the most from your B-Class electric drive. Your all-electric B-Class is engineered to take you up to 87 miles on a charge, with zero local emissions. Instead of a gasoline engine, your car is powered by an electric motor and high-voltage battery. Please watch the separate video to learn more about recharging your vehicle's battery.
Starting your B-Class is much like a gasoline Mercedes. Before getting in, make sure you've disconnected the charger and closed the flap.
A message on the dash will remind you if the charging flap is open, or the cable is connected. Put your smart key in the ignition, turn it all the way to position 3, and let go.
Since there's no engine starting up, you'll only hear some subtle sounds of various pumps and fans cycling.
To let you know the car is on, a green ready light illuminates in the dash. Instead of a tachometer, the B-Class has a power display. When the car is off, the indicator needle points to off at the bottom. When you start it, the needle moves to the 0 position, and the ready light turns on. As you drive, the needle moves up to show your rate of battery usage.
The harder you press the accelerator pedal, the higher the gauge will read, and the more battery charge you'll be consuming. As you slow down, the car can recapture some energy from the wheels and send it back to recharge the battery. We call this recuperation.
There are also two smaller gauges. On the left, inside the speedometer, is the battery's state of charge. This is a lot like a fuel gauge, with one indicating a full charge. On the right is the E-cell indicator. This shows you how much of the electric motor's power is available for you.
Most of the time, it will read close to max, but extreme temperatures, more aggressive driving, a low battery charge, and other conditions might reduce its performance output.
To start driving, step on the brake, and move the gear selector down to select drive to go forward, or tap it up to R for reverse. The selected gear will be shown in the dash.
The electric motor in the B-Class provides 100% of its torque output starting at 0 RPM. That means you'll enjoy swift, smooth acceleration from a standstill, or at any speed. The motor is also nearly silent, which means pedestrians, cyclists, and other motorists might not hear you coming. For this reason, a sound generator emits a tone that's audible from the outside whenever you're driving below 20 miles per hour. To maximize your driving range between charges, you should drive in the most economical fashion. It's very much like driving a gasoline car in this regard. Faster speed, harder acceleration, uphill climbs, and using high-consuming features like the climate control all use more energy. But instead of gasoline, the fuel you'll use up is the battery charge. Gentler acceleration, anticipating what's ahead, and avoiding excessive speed will all get you more miles from a charge. And unlike a gasoline engine, the electric B-Class can get energy back when you're slowing down.
As you drive, pay attention to the power display, and you'll soon get a feel for how your driving style affects your energy use and range. There's also an eco-driving display in the menu screen between the gauges. Use the buttons on the steering wheel to select trip, then Eco Display. More efficient driving helps fill up each of the bars and turn them green. Other displays you can watch are a real-time energy flow illustration and an energy consumption graph on the big central screen. Two driving modes can be selected from a button on the console.
E-mode, for Eco, is the default mode every time you start the car. It provides the most efficient operation and the smoothest response to your use of the accelerator pedal.
If you need maximum response at any time, press the accelerator all the way down, past the point of resistance for a boost of power. Selecting the Sport mode will provide quicker acceleration, but it will also shorten your driving range. You'll see a change in the range readout the moment you select Sport. With the optional recuperation paddles on the steering wheel, you can adjust how the car decelerates and recaptures energy.
The paddles are similar to shift paddles, where selecting a lower gear creates engine braking to help slow your speed.
D-Auto is the default mode every time you start the car. When you let off the accelerator, a radar sensor adapts your deceleration to recuperate the most energy for the traffic situation.
D- offers the strongest deceleration, like downshifting when you descend a long hill. This mode recuperates the most energy. The D mode provides moderate recuperation. and D+ is like coasting in a higher gear, with less slowing and very little recuperation.
At the end of your drive, press the button on the gear selector to engage park, and press the electric parking brake button on your left. Then switch off the ignition and remove the key, just like any car.
And whether you're at home or where there's a charging station, remember, you can plug your car in and charge it while it's parked. Please see your operator's manual for more information. If you have further questions, your Mercedes-Benz dealer will be happy to help. Thanks for watching.